A lot of people are very interested in footage of UFOs. The Pentagon has released a few videos, and there's been anecdotal reports from fighter pilots. So a lot of people want to know, will you help push the Pentagon to release more footage, which a lot of people claim is available?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll do that. I would do that. I'd love to do that. I have to do that. But they also are pushing me on Kennedy. And I did release a lot, but I had people come to me and beg me not to do it.
Good morning, UFO. Thank you so much for being here. I can't believe what a beautiful UFO day that we're having this morning. It's another big, beautiful day of disclosure, and I am very excited, optimistic. Trump might pull through. He might pull through all the way down to getting things going. We got Strange Recon and chat. Still crossing my fingers. You come back to the UFO game, sure, sir. And yes, if you haven't been watching me on Twitter, we're about to have a very big guest that I can't even tell you guys. The date is set. Everything's in motion. More than likely, if this interview happens, it'll be released on December 20th. So heads up. Lots of really fun stuff coming that way. So be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Might be one of the biggest interviews in alien girl history, which is what I like to call it, because that's what it is. That's what it is, guys. You can take the alien girl away, but you can't take the girl out of the alien or something like that. Okay, so we got a lot of people watching right now. I'm very happy with that. Thank you so much to everybody joining us. 22 people already at the top of the show. Mind blowing. So let's watch some more clips here. Obviously, Donald Trump has been talking about this kind of stuff for quite a bit. But what happened is Age of Disclosure came out. And when Age of Disclosure came out, suddenly people or everyone, I don't know, I did. I was definitely, and I think Grush started it. I think David Grush started all this conversation about it because he was on a show and he was talking about, I think it was Fox News. We're going to be able to find it in just a second. It's all coming together though. People, this Carl Nell talking about it. All right. I'll pull it up. Here's another one. Here it is. Ross Coulthart. And here we go. Here we have Ross Coulthart and Tim Burchett. Love it. We're going to be reviewing a movie that he was in just a bit here as well. Kind of interesting in that regard. As we're working our way there, I want to say hi to all the friends in the chat. We've got Derek Kennedy. We've got Dorothy. We've got Dope Nose UFO. We've got Strange Recon. Like I said, we want him back. And we also have a giveaway because we have a giveaway on every show. Maybe you'll get a mug. Maybe you'll get a check out the shop at the top of the chat. We're going to get into it in just a little bit, but I know some of you are dying to know, is Trump going to release the UFOs? And there also was this interesting thing that happened. I think it was called Poly Market Trump UFO. This was trending like crazy on this kind of like betting channel. It's a betting thing, and it expires on December 31st, 2026. And what people, is that when it expires? It ends in December 31st, 2026. Is that right? Some people have invested over $845,000 into the idea. It's like a betting site that Trump is going to disclose by December 31st, 2026. I am down. Put some cash in there, maybe be part of the funsies, right? I always want to be kind of part of the funsies. Like, I wish I had been around and doing things a little bit more with the GameStop era, right? That was cool to see. So maybe this could be something like it. I might go throw, I don't know, $10 in, tell you how rich I become. But this is weird because people had to put their money down on it with a 99% chance at a volume of $840,000. I might throw some names. I might throw some cash down for this. But this is where it's all coming from. Because a lot of you are probably like, Amy's been talking about this. Everyone's been talking about this. Love it, hate it. Age of disclosure changed the game, which is what I was looking for. A cultural consciousness revolution. And it happened, it's happening. We're closer to knowing we aren't alone in the universe. At a 99% chance rate. At a 99% chance rate. Wow. Okay, so let's hear what Tim Burchett and Ross Coulthart. Even Ross Coulthart was talking about this. Ross no, let's be honest. Ross talks about everything UFO. There was a time when I felt like he was like kind of surfacey stuff or whatever, but he does some deep dives. So let's hear what him and Tim Burchett, and we're going to be reviewing a video like a little bit later, a movie that I got a screener for. We're going to get a video for a screener, and that I had an interview. We're going to be reviewing the movie after we're done talking about Donald Trump. So, but that's going to be a while. So stick around. Here you go.
Do you think is President Trump's position on this? Do you think he's still amenable or open or receptive to the idea of being more open about UAPs as he promised during his campaign for the second administration?
I think he is. I still think he is. I've put a lot of faith and trust in mine and his relationship. I don't bother him about stuff all the time. I've asked for a 15-minute meeting with him, and I would like to discuss. There's 2 or 3 things I want to bring up to him that I think would go a long way, and one of those is this issue.
What do you think is President Trump's position on this? Do you
little bits and pieces all over the internet about this, about Donald Trump maybe releasing the UFO files? This is not something that Amy's just talking about. It's not just something that Amy's talking about. It's something that's happening on every major platform. After Age of Disclosure, it's everywhere. This morning, I was like, let's just see what my algorithm would be for this video. I said, Trump discloses UFOs. And the thing, Trump, UFOs. Here we go. Who's this guy? Elie Marzulli. He's got the #1 slot on this. It's always good when you're doing like UFO stuff and you're trying to get up there that you take a look to see what's trending. It's a little trick. One of those little tricks. I've got shows here with 20,000 views, just giving you guys some little tricks that I do along the way. But this guy covered it. He's got the hype for Trump UFOs right now. He's got the hype. And here you go, saying exactly what we're saying here. #1 trending video on YouTube, UFOs and President Trump's imminent disclosure. That's what happens. That's what you find when you say Trump UFOs. Imminent disclosure. He even uses the Lou Elizondo terminology, imminent. Raise your hand in the chat if you've read imminent. Let's see. I'm going to do a little, that seems like a fun vote. We're going to be doing it in one of the chats. A lot of you have probably noticed that there's 2 different chats, 2 different streams going on right now, and that's because it's doubling our views. If anybody has any questions, and there's 2 different chats. So, have you read Imminent? This is the book that by Lou Elizondo, and I would just kind of want to know with the team. I also want to see if I have to put a poll in each of the videos that we have. Kind of interesting. It's very interesting. But, this is, and I'm glad I haven't given up because you guys, really good things are happening. Really good things are happening on the show. Defend your reputation, keep talking. Just keep trying to make quality work. This is what I've been trying to do. Just don't give up. Good things will come your way. I do believe that. And I do believe good things are coming our way here for Good Morning UFO, which is going to be very exciting. What else do we got? We got more friends in the chat. Hey, we've got Oliviero. Everybody's name changed. Strange Recon said he gave up. Yeah, it's hard. I want to give up sometimes a lot too, but I think what it is it's like when good things happen, it's like, yeah, and even if I just have like this little channel, when they release the information about the aliens, I know where you're at with it, right? We've got all the deep divers here. So if if you're new to ufology, there's lots of different ways to look at ufology for sure. But they're important, all important voices, no matter what. And I guess for me is like, when it happens, I want to know, like, I want to be like, I was part of that. I was one of the crazy ones saying something else that nobody believed and everybody thought was BS, which is that I think they have the bodies. And I've always thought that, and maybe I've been psyoped till the day I die, but it's like all my dreams come true. I might as well ride the psyop wave, right? If I'm really into it. And when they confirm that the psyop is taken over, well, nice. Strange Recon said I just reopened the speaker and people are listening to the audio. So I might you just have to figure out what works for you, right? What works for you. And, especially before we got over the 10,000 mark here on the channel, which is mind blowing. Now that I've gotten to 14,000, I'm going to go for one of those little plaques. I don't understand these YouTube channels that don't even show them off, but when we get there, we will be presenting our 100,000 subscriber count plaque. Just because I really, really get inspired. I really get inspired by the idea that maybe I couldn't do it. Does that make sense? A lot of people always think I'm being egotistical or like too positive or whatever. But the reality is like, I want to do it because I don't think I can. So we're going to do that. We're going to get to 100,000 subscribers, right? But while we're doing that, let's just jump into more stuff. Here we go. Let's just listen to what this guy has to say. Here you go.
You're not a child.
Oh, God. I still haven't paid my dues to the evil. Well, not evil. I'm not so mad at YouTube. I like it. But here's this guy going nuts on it.
Another addition as we follow this whole revealing of the so-called extraterrestrial presence. I think you'll find this interesting.
So-called.
First, a word from our very trusted sponsor. As we wrap up 2025, it's a good time to slow down and reflect on the year. If there's one thing we've all learned, it's that uncertainty isn't temporary. It's the world we live in now. Waiting for things to go back to normal isn't a plan, it's a gamble. For over a decade, my friends at Noble Gold Investor investing in Noble Gold. Alan DiDio, and others. So it's Josh Peck. I think I forgot. How can I forget Josh Peck? So Tim Elabarino, Al Matthews. There we go. That's the whole gamut. And yours truly. So there's a lot of people plus 2 films, $19.99. Go to deception2026.com. Deception2026.com. Sign up today. The first 200 people get runs of disclosure completely free. The second 100, $10 off. There you go. Why are we doing this? Because this is it. It's coming down. I could be wrong. But after watching all this, Age of Disclosure, the film, and then the ongoing
Here you go.
People on Here you
go. Age of Disclosure, the film. But I think this guy's UFO friendly. He's got a tinfoil. I like this channel. I dig it. He's got a Nephilim book. This guy's awesome. L.A. Mazzulli. Maybe I'm bad because I just haven't been watching. Maybe I don't watch enough YouTube shows anymore. But this is a very refreshing from like Area 52 and Jesse Michaels. This guy is like refreshing to me. I'm following him. I'm going to watch this guy's stuff. This is refreshing to me.
All news media talking about this, it ain't going away. So let's roll this.
Joining us now is Michael Schellenberger, journalist and founder of Public News. Welcome back to the show, Michael. Always great to have you on. So no less than the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, went on camera in this documentary saying publicly that the U.S. government has recovered alien technology from non-human sources and is currently working to reverse engineer it. That's pretty incredible, isn't it?
I remember when Bob Lazar and George Knapp got together and Lazar was on being interviewed by George Knapp. This is back in the 90s. And then Bob Lazar created a video talking about him working and back engineering from crashed UFOs at Area 51, specifically S4. So I watched that film. I believed it. Lazar has never changed his story. He's more than welcome to come on this show. I'm a fan of Bob Lazar, stand-up guy, and I'm rooting for him.
Wow, where's the deep dive, dude? All right, deep divers are gonna have some ish with this. I could break down the debunk real quick for all the fam, real quick in the chat. I think I will. 85% of you probably know this. 15% of you are probably like, where am I? How did my feed take me here? So welcome. How in the hell did you get here? How in the hell of the YouTube algorithm did you find yourself here? So what we have here is he's talking about Bob Lazar, and he's saying he believes it. He's true blue. He thinks that he's a true blue. This is it. Bob Lazar's it. There is a lot of questionable information regarding Bob Lazar. I have clips that I put together in an intro in a Bob Lazar debunk video I did. But before this happens, before we jump into all of this stuff, because we're going everywhere, this is a deep dive show. We're going to come back. Trump disclosing the UFOs. How does this relate to the economy? This is actually the big question. A lot of this cultural consciousness that I obsess over, because I'm a spirit, I'm an artist, I'm a starseed. Like, I love to go into the desert like I'm going to today and just like enjoy the blue skies and like be a hippie. So that's my love for ufology and extraterrestrials is about cultural consciousness. But for like more rational thinking people, it's actually about the economy. You know what I mean? It's actually about the economy. So while we're doing this, and please hit some, if you could support the channel, it'd be good. We're also doing a giveaway. You could, once we get to 5 super chats, we'll be doing some dancing. The giveaway here, you can put in your information right in here. I only ask for an email address, and you just go here to the shop, and you can get all sorts of cool merch. Look at me, merch. A lot of the merch has just been created so that I can give you guys giveaways. I just want to give you guys stuff. There's always sales going on. Always. So there's hashtag UFO Twitter. I know it's hashtag UFO X. But for those of you who don't know, this was the name of the documentary, my own personal documentary that covered the time period from 2020 to 2023, where I interviewed a lot of people in that 3-year time period. A lot of different people. You got Nick Pope in there. You've got Travis Walton. Like, I was just this time when I was going, and I really wanted to create like a beautiful documentary about the subculture of UFOs. And it was just this really fun time in my life when I was going to all these UFO conferences, like nonstop UFO conferences, crazy stuff. Because I guess you said COVID could kind of like slingshot me. It kind of slingshot me into whatever we're doing right now. And UFO Twitter. So I've got a cool beanie. This is actually a color morphing mug. Friends told me that. I had no idea this was a color morphing mug. So when you put your coffee into it, it morphs into Good Morning UFO. So that's what we got now. We're going to be getting a more traditional mug soon. But like I said, you guys can click that link at the top of the chat to go ahead and fill out. And then we have AI announce it with a cute graphic around the end of the show. Okay. I'm going to play more of this guy real quick while I pull up the Bob Lazar debunk I did. But he is a shady character. I'll pull it up right now. I've got clips of like 5, 6, 7, 8 different major ufologists saying why they don't believe Bob Lazar. I'm just going to play that minute clip. It's important that we always give as much baseline information in this wild ufology world. Where'd he go? Okay. Okay, we're back here. What I'm gonna and thank you so much, Dorothy, for the $2 super chat. You would Dorothy, just text me. Just text me, girl. Maybe I'll surprise. I think okay. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. That means we're 4 away from a dance party. Yes, I know. It completely goes out. I'm muted? No, I'm not muted. No way. Let's wait. Let's make sure you guys can hear. Or did the audio just go off in the audio will probably just gone off. But give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. I'm about to check myself. They could have muted me because they dislike me. Who knows? UFOs, man. If you're in the UFO game, don't come easy. They're always trying to hold you back, quell your voice. All right. I checked right now. It's working on the non-mobile one. It's hard for me to check all the tech stuff. We have been expanding like nobody's business. This is a video. This is an alien girl video. This is an alien girl 111 production. The video was muted. Yes. This is an alien girl 111 production. There's lots of things that my little production company's working on. This is just one aspect of my production company. I'm working on AI art projects, but this is a UFO amateur documentary, whatever. My breakdown, I needed to put it in video form, right? And I may do this for Christopher Bledsoe as well. But here you go. This is going to give you all those things. This is going to give you all those things. Here you go. That tells you all the people who don't believe Bob Lazar. But I do believe the Bob Lazar story is true. I just do not believe it happened to Bob Lazar. I think there was another scientist, and Bob was the friend who took the information and took the hit. Why? Because Bob was shady. Then we'll go back and listen. Oh, and just a heads up, I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where Bob Lazar lived. He was kind of like around this area near Los Alamos and all sorts of stuff. So in this video, I actually went to Los Alamos and filmed Los Alamos. Like I get into it. Like, even though it's like a 10-minute video, my stuff, I try to really like internalize it, right? Thank you. Let's just do this again. Sometimes the sound on this stuff is crazy. There you go. Give me a second. You guys go. Give me a second.
One of the most.
Yeah, I hear you guys.
My theory
guys.
is it's real too, but it wasn't him.
Can you guys hear it now?
And he introduces himself as Bob Lazar.
I have an issue with the whole Bob Lazar story.
But
it's interesting.
He did falsify his educational records, and he's been involved in some other things.
He was there for such a short period of time as a young guy. I don't think he would have been read into that.
One of the most significant events of the modern era.
Introducing Grammarly like you've never seen before.
Yeah, so there you go. It gives you kind of a breakdown. And then I love what Jim Goodall says. Jim Goodall is a friend of his who I interviewed. Yeah, so I've interviewed, tons of people, and I think it's been good that I've stuck around the game. But I want you guys give me some. And be sure to enter the giveaway. Like we talked about, giveaways, links up at the chat. You can check out everything you could possibly win in the store there. Check it out. So many different thoughts. So many different thoughts. So why are we talking about this? Because of Polymarket. Polymarket kind of Polymarket put some money down on this. Polymarket said, we're gonna put some money down on this. And they did. 800,000 people are saying at an $800,000 rate with a 99% chance that Donald Trump is going to release and talk about extraterrestrials before 2027. It would probably be a good thing for him to do more at the end of his term. Just to go in and be like, UFOs are real and aliens are real. We got the biologics. Peace. Be very cool. So very excited about it. Very excited about it. Let me see here. We're getting to it, guys, because I'm going to still show a couple different clips. It really was everywhere. I'm going to go back to our buddy here. And I don't even know. We're going to go back to this guy here. Really love what he's saying. Refreshing perspective.
Let me just stop right there. So what I love about this, he's talking about UFO, and then they show this film that you're looking at from 2004 in the USS Nimitz. This is where the tic-tac shaped object was encountered by legendary F-18 pilot with Commander David Fravor and his wing woman who was flying with him. They encountered this thing. So, look, this is old news. I mean, this is old.
We also interviewed his wing girl. Did he just call her his wing girl? His fly friend. I don't know what he called her. But Alex Dietrich's friend of the show. She's been on the show. I've met her in person. Maybe we'll try to have her come back on sometime soon. Now that this interview will be happening, this huge interview that we're preparing for on this channel, I think we're going to start seeing some bigger guests. Yeah, I just have this crazy feeling that I'm just going to be flooded with enough confidence to start reaching out to a lot of people whose emails I have, because I'll be honest with you, I lost a lot of confidence after a lot of stuff in this field, trying to push my thoughts, trying to become a voice, just trying. I think the extraterrestrials are real. I think that they're here. I think that they're going. Heisenlong Grass says, Alex Dietrich's married to someone that worked on OSAP, right? I meet these people in person, and they're great. Alex Dietrich's great, and I did know that. And honestly, I don't blame Alex or anything like that. Alex is just married to him. Is that her problem? She's just married to him. Plus, is it really hard to believe, right, that people who have had these paranormal extraterrestrial experiences, it's really hard to believe that they would find each other and find love and find, I just see it. I do see it working out that way. If you're like, I saw the Tic Tac, and you're like, I worked at OSAP, you got a hell of a lot in common there, Then all it takes is to be like, man, you look like Sigourney Weaver. Right? She's gorgeous. So, I see it happening. It's not like rocket science to me that they would end up together, but I don't blame Alex. I still believe Alex Dietrich saw this. OSAP, whatever. You're working for the Gov. They put you on it. Do they have a choice? They're in the military. There's lots of connections here.
Over 20 years.
I could see love growing.
All for crying out loud. And at one time, this film that they're showing here was absolutely classified, but it's not now. And they're just showing it over and over and over again. Why? Because UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away. Let's continue.
National Security Advisor as the same person was Henry Kissinger between 1973 and 1975. Rubio is, arguably number 3, although the State Department is number 1 in foreign policy after the president. Elizabeth, I think what this all means is that the president needs to address this issue. He needs to speak directly to the American.
We got more. So here we go. We're going to jump into Greer. Here's Dr. Greer. He met with Donald Trump task force to declassify UFO. There is some questions about this. People say Greer claims that he went he claims that he briefed President Trump and so this is interesting because he met with him. Apparently. I don't know how much, like, this is our fun with ufology. So let's go. Let's hear Greer meeting Trump.
Here, welcome back. Famed researcher and retired emergency medical doctor who now heads a disclosure project and focuses on ending the secrecy around UFOs and UAPs. Welcome back to Vlad TV.
Thank you. Great to be here with you.
This is actually the first time we're face to face.
I know. It's great. Been wanting to meet you for a long time.
Oh, yeah. No, last time we did it remotely, but I had to get in the same room with you.
Yes, here we are. I'm glad you could come too.
Well, a lot has happened since last time.
Oh, boy.
So Trump created a new task force that's focused on declassifying federal secrets, including UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
And Representative Anna Luna is heading up this task force.
Right.
Have they released anything so far?
No. And I'm not sure that Trump created that. That's been organized under the House Oversight Committee. Now, President Trump is wanting to declassify a number of documents and information. And there's everything is still under review from the White House point of view. The House Oversight Committee, because I personally have met with Ms. Luna and Burchett and had conversations with Representative Moskowitz and others. They have a task force that has a number of objectives. It's not only UAPs, other issues. I think the big problem I've seen in dealing with them for the last 2 or 3 years or so is that there's not a select committee with subpoena power, which they have to get. They have been blocked by some of the bad actors in the Congress. And number two, they don't have the funding for a specialized staff. So you need a staff of people who can become expert in this area. And if not, you're not going to be able to know anything. So my experience there is that we'll go in with briefing materials that's dispositive evidence and proof and firsthand witnesses. Other people who are professional military and intelligence disinformation operatives go in and then gaslight them in another direction. So for the most part, these people in Congress mean well, but they don't know where the washroom is. They don't even know where the landscape is put out. So, and I don't see that changing. I know 3 years ago when I was brought into the Senate Intelligence Committee SCIF, the Secure Compartmented Information Facility, where you do exchange sensitive and top secret information.
All right, Mike Greer. So he went, and I guess, somebody was saying in the chat that he had Greer's documents before the last hearing. So that comes from Dorothy. Burleson mentioned he had Greer's materials before the last hearing. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes I get sucked into the chat and I'm like, what's going on? Okay. So this is what I think caused a lot of stuff going on. You got Interstellar from Twitter posting this. UFO whistleblower drops shock revelation on the Fox News. Trump knows everything. In a jaw-dropping interview just days ago, David Grush, the ex-Intel who risked it all, told Brett Baier straight up, the president is well aware of the reality and well-informed. OMG. That's coming directly from David Grush. That also means that it's coming directly from like the source. And it also means if he's trumped on if he's briefed, if the Trump is briefed on everything, that means extraterrestrials and the biologics here that we know Grush has talked about. That means that Donald Trump has been briefed on the biologics of extraterrestrials that have been to planet Earth. And before it came to Earth. What happened with that? Oh, okay. Before they came to Earth, because they are here, dude. They are here on Earth. They are zipping around. I've talked to too many people. I've come to too many strange decisions. We're pulling a lot of stuff in our current life from extraterrestrial technology, CDs. I think CDs and cell phones. I think that's also how we were able to make this huge jump, is extraterrestrial technologies. They pulled it out already. They packaged it. They sold it. They can't tell us the source. These technologies change the world. Giving the people a voice with the internet, should they have done that? I don't know. But, I don't think they're in charge of everything. Let's listen to what David Grush had to say. Here you guys go.
This current administration are very, very well aware of this reality. Certainly the current president is very knowledgeable on this subject, and I trust his leadership on it. And I think he's assembled an A-team cabinet, and I really believe if Trump wants to be the greatest president and the most consequential leader likely in world history, he certainly has the knowledge, the capabilities, and understanding of some of these sensitive government transparency issues.
I have access, and I speak to people about it. I've had actually meetings on it. People that are very smart and very solid have said they believe there is something out there. And, it makes sense that there could be. I've never been convinced, even despite that. I just, for some reason, it's not my thing.
So you think, one, he knows, and two, he's open to transparency on UAPs?
He certainly is very well informed on this issue. Leave it at that. I don't want to get ahead of what the president might want to reveal personally.
There's been a role to cover this up, you're saying, through administrations. And there have been people who have been threatened and told not to testify.
I was physically threatened even before I sent in my intelligence community inspector general report under the previous administration. I actually had to go and seek legal protection that way because I was, literally in fear, both professionally and in my personal.
I mean, David Grush coming out and saying that this is happening is quite a thing. In my own opinion, that is quite a thing. And just a lot of people have been talking about it. Donald Trump coming out to discuss what he knows. Apparently, this YouTube channel here, let's go take a look, says that it knows. It knows. They know.
Ready, sir?
That might be the sign to move into the next.
It's time to tell the truth.
Disclosure. That's right. What if the biggest secret in human history is about to be confirmed by the President of the United States? Well, tonight, whistleblowers are on record. Pentagon officials have sent formal letters, and President Trump is reportedly looking thoughtfully at full UAP disclosure. Meanwhile, the same metallic orbs are being filmed across the globe. California, the Middle East, combat zones, no wings, no exhaust, and no explanation. Military drones are capturing footage that remains officially unsolved. The question is no longer whether something is out there. The question is what the government has been hiding and whether Trump is about to tell us. So consider what's at stake if these claims prove to be true. Whistleblower David.
So to give you an idea as to how
Rush,
much
a decorated Air Force
intelligence, this guy posted this. He's got a huge platform with 2.26 million views, which is amazing for YouTube, and it's called the Next News Network. He posted this 10 hours ago and he got 19,000 views. Saying the moment disclosure humanity has waited for. There is a huge political push right now to disclose this. And I know some people don't want to support it because they think, like we covered Stephen Greer versus Age of Disclosure. Stephen Greer believes that they are pushing an agenda. Stephen Greer believes that they are pushing an agenda, right? That's what he believes. He believes they're pushing an agenda. And that, like, if you support it, you're supporting the PSYOP, right? And I just don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening. Some people say it's because Stephen Greer's not in the documentary, but you have to ask yourself, why is like the father of ufology not in the documentary from my perspective, Greer's controversial, which is not a bad thing at all. Right? It's good. It's not bad to be he's kind of a lot controversial, right? He's not like a little, but I do love Greer. We've talked about this. Dorothy was the transcriptionist for Disclosure 1.0. I think anybody who's there for Disclosure Project 1.0 will always, I mean, I would hope, have some sort of like love for Greer. Because part of this field is being brave, saying, I think extraterrestrials are real, having your family and your friends and everybody laugh at you. So for me, I'm just getting all this confirmation, validation, walking through the portal. Things are going great. Definitely feel good about what I'm doing and what I have been doing. Even though it doesn't really make money, but everything I've made on it, I've put back into the show 100%. And it's pretty phenomenal to see how much this show's grown. And now it's amazing to see all the people I've known who've been into this for 25 years, knowing that all of these people who have been brave to talk about it have gotten here. So, I mean, yeah, it would have been just cool. Just throw in Greer. Like, why not? Just throw him in there. You know, like, why not? Just give Greer like 5 minutes to be like, do. Like, why couldn't it have been balanced like that? But we've seen a lot of Greer. Greer is so let's hear this guy talking about it on his mainstream meeting, like on this huge platform.
Intelligence officer testified under oath before Congress that the United States government possesses recorded non-human craft and biological material. He claims he personally reviewed classified intelligence reports, photographs, and data, and he states that President Trump was briefed fully during his first term on crashed spacecraft, non-human remains, and other possible origins and intentions. If any of this is accurate, it would mean that generations of Americans were deliberately kept in the dark about the most significant discovery in history. It would mean trillions in black budget spending with no oversight. It would mean science, religion, and national security all require re-examination. However, I'm pretty secure that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, regardless if there's UAPs or not.
Yes,
but Grush also alleges
a huge point. This is actually a huge point. Christians are not going to be concerned. They're ready. That was like something that they said Eisenhower, President Eisenhower, right? Like he made a treaty with the Greys that they could abduct the humans. And the reason they can't disclose it to the public back in Eisenhower times was because the economy and religion, and we just be in constant, insane, what's the word, drama or like societal collapse. Like we already experienced societal collapse in 2020, right? Like global societal collapse, and we rebuilt ourselves.
He faced threats, intimidation, and career sabotage for coming forward. People showed up to his house. He was warned to stay silent. He spoke anyway. That's either the act of a man, that's either the act of a liar or a man with nothing left to lose. And some breaking news, while the government hides what's flying in our skies, they've also hidden the truth about your health. For decades, Big Pharma pushed dangerous weight loss drugs while suppressing natural alternatives. And now the truth is breaking wide open. People who stop Ozempic gain back nearly all their weight within a year. Well, that cover-up has failed. And that's why I trust BioTrust GLP-1 Elevate at trimwithgary.com. No injections, no prescriptions, and no secrets. It naturally triggers hunger-controlling signals, the safe,
Ozempic?
Full disclosure, real results, stopping explosive allegations.
Ozempic.
Explosive allegations claiming President Trump was fully briefed on recovered non-human craft biologics and evidence of non-human intelligence. Listen.
And I speak to people about it. I've had actually meetings on it. People that are very smart and very solid have said they believe there is something out there. And, it makes sense that there could be. I've never been convinced, even despite that. I just for some reason, it's not my thing.
So you think, one, he knows, and two, he's open to transparency on UAPs?
He certainly is very well informed on this issue. Leave it at that. I don't want to get ahead of what the president might want to reveal personally.
There's been a role to cover this up, you're saying, through administrations. And there have been people who have been threatened and told not to testify.
I was physically threatened even before I sent in my Intelligence Community Inspector General report under the previous administration. I actually had to go and seek legal protection that way because I was, literally in fear both professionally and in my personal life.
And when you mentioned in that testimony of recovering the pilots or remains non-human, that's something that you saw as far as the intelligence with your eyes?
Yes. And it is a very uncomfortable, even for me now, as somebody who's seen it, experienced it, even talking about it, because it's so outside a normal person's worldview to understand that there is this biological sentience that have piloted these crafts that don't necessarily look 100% like you and I.
Were there pictures? Were there?
There were. Yes, there were.
When I said from another planet or from outer space, you said we don't know where they're from. Is it interdimensional? What are we talking about?
I've talked to a lot of, I'll call graybeards on the program. That is a subject of hot debate on origin. As a guy trained in physics formally as well in my background, I leave an open mind on what the origin is. Certainly, there is the extraterrestrial hypothesis, and they could be coming from elsewhere off Earth, but I don't usually go there because I did not see that data, and I'm not conversant in the high confidence theories that the U.S. government had.
I'm not aware of any remains that the department has of any signs of extraterrestrial beings or activity or technology.
You say the U.S. government knows, but there are many other governments around the world. Do they know?
They have their own programs, and like I said 2.5 years ago, we have been in arms race with our peer competitors, namely Russia and China, and they have their own programs in this regard. And I was actually able to view a body of intelligence that discussed adversarial programs, and I'll leave it at that.
We've recovered things, you say, bodies and physical remains. Was there a sense that the motive of how they got here, what they were doing, was it peaceful, not peaceful?
We've seen a mixed bag of activity. And motive and intent, why they're visiting, that's once again, that gets into our assessments, not necessarily, we can't quite understand the intent of some of the sentience and why they're visiting. Could it be because we have interesting genetic material on Earth? We're a Jurassic Park tourist attraction for them. Could be a myriad of reasons.
For the other people who are coming out, you say to them what? You've obviously faced intimidation. You talked about harassment. There are reports that others have too.
I say that there's hope. Certainly, Congress values whistleblower information right now. And certainly, I believe there's an appetite with the administration to do the right thing on this as well. And there's some other things that are happening behind the scenes that I'll let the administration discuss when they're ready.
Okay.
When they are ready. When will President Trump be ready? Let's take a look at some of these orbs, shall we? What is going on here? Metallic orbs, most commonly cited UAP worldwide. More and more people are reporting metallic spheres in the sky. Silent, without visible propulsion. Notably, orb spherical shape is the most frequently reported according to the data. Let's see here. What do we got here?
Oh, I lost it. There it is.
Wait.
It's stopping.
This? You got to zoom on that camera, boy.
UFOs. All right.
You guys are so lucky.
UFO
experiences.
It's a drone, dude.
I'm telling you, it's turning.
Right. So now we're all here. This guy's like, it's a drone, dude. People are going to start being realistic. Logic, the land of logic is here. Isn't that exciting? The land of logic has arrived, which is someone who has been swept up into the UFO fantasy for a very long time. Logic will get us there, right? And if you haven't seen, we're doing a giveaway right now. Hashtag UFO Twitter, hashtag UFO Twitter merch. Good morning, UFO. coffee just for funsies. Developing all these cute little coffees based off of like fun ideas and like aliens. I would totally make us a deck. I would totally make us a deck and sell it on Amazon. But damn, is it expensive? I think they would want like $3,000. But you know, if the family saw like the UFO fam and the card reading fam, we could do that. But yeah, definitely go in the UFO Twitter documentary. Go check out my UFO Twitter documentary. You can just search hashtag UFO Twitter on YouTube. Check it out. Best UFO documentary ever made about UFO subculture, hands down. I mean, maybe some of those Storm Area 51s were good, but like experiencing it on a trajectory of a 3-year period is interesting. Okay, so it's going down. It's going down. We're going to move into, it's kind of a sharp turn. It's a little bit of a sharp turn, but I know you guys are ready for it. Okay? I know it's a bit of a sharp turn. But we had Bigfoot Michigan Robin here, right? We have Bigfoot people everywhere in this channel. Bigfoot is part of ufology. You know, don't be hating. It's true. So we were given the amazing opportunity. A screener was sent to me, and I was able. Things are good. Don't worry. The interview's still on. I'm super nervous. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be like, oh my God, I'm nervous. I just thought we're going to be talking. We're going to be talking about American Sasquatch next. And we're going to do it. We're going to play the trailer. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to do it. So I've got some stuff. They sent me a press package. Thank you so much for that. Very exciting. We're going to watch the trailer. I hope you're ready. American Sasquatch. And then at the end, we'll show the time I saw a Sasquatch. I know. Huber's illegal. I know. And if you want me to promote your UFO thing or anything that's happening, if you like what I'm doing and you think it's cool, go ahead and subscribe, like it. And maybe if you're a filmmaker out there making your own UFO videos, reach out. I love talking about film. I'm a filmmaker in my own way. And, email me, goodmorningufo@gmail.com. I've interviewed tons of filmmakers, love movies. My first job was at a movie theater. I love it. It's a passion thing for me. If you're talking about UFOs and you're making movies about it, I'd love to help you promote it. So you can email me at goodmorningufo@gmail.com. I love movies and UFOs. And so does everyone in the chat. I think. Maybe they don't, but I'm pretty sure they kind of do. All right. So let's get, now we get to talk about American Sasquatch. So here's the trailer for it. We're going to play it in just a second here. American Sasquatch. It's a movie made by David Pleiades, exploring the facts behind Sasquatch, detailed interviews with top researchers in the field and their views on quantum physics and how it applies to the biped, an epic film that will change the perception of many. I watched it. I thought it was amazing. I mean, I thought it was good. My favorite part is they interview a man, and we're going to get to him. And he is like the most legit Bigfoot researcher, right by all of our other friends. Truly, just really good. All of them, great Bigfoot experts. You even had Tim Burchett in here. So Tim Burchett, through his perspective, that was a surprise to me because it wasn't in the trailer. And then I watched it. I was like, Tim Burchett's in there? That's amazing. We love Tim Burchett. He's like totally UFO dude. So let's watch the trailer.
I've been in the woods all my life, and then
and before I play the trailer, I just need to make sure I say thank you I want to make sure I say thank you to Lily. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So thank you so much out there to, to American Sasquatch for allowing me to cover your documentary. Just putting a lot of thoughts together, guys. Sorry.
I've been a woodsman all my life, and then I've never been afraid of anything that's in the woods. But I am just a little bit afraid of these Bigfoots. When you go up there, you're in their backyard.
They have been here for a long time.
Oh, there you go. It's not simply some creature. There's two divergent thoughts on what Bigfoot is. One side believes it's an ape, gorilla. The other school of thought is it's multidimensional.
There's a physical and a non-physical aspect to it.
You got Bigfoot, you got orbs, and I mean, the two go hand in hand.
You'll have a Bigfoot sighting and then a UFO sighting or vice versa.
There is high strangeness attached to almost every meaningful Bigfoot encounter.
We started tracking this creature. The tracks disappear. They're gone.
Some people know some things that they don't want other people to know.
It's pretty surprising what we found. Skinwalker Ranch. Research on orbs, Bigfoot.
There were unusual creatures on Skinwalker Ranch.
There's a lot of information that doesn't get talked about. The paranormal things that no ape could certainly do.
If you're out to solve the problem, you're going to have to know all aspects of it.
I saw a Sasquatch and it vanished into thin air.
Through the night vision, seeing something completely different.
There's things out there we just don't see or understand. Has the ability to cloak.
It rewrites history. They were astonishing to see.
Right here.
Oh, God.
Wow. And Bigfoot, my friends. I mean, Bigfoot's one of those I just constantly am being pulled into. And I go back and forth and I try to be logical, but these footprints have been found. If we look at evolutionary things, there are footprints that are so old. And I've interviewed a woman by the name of Sue Walker. She actually lives in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I've been to a couple of her talks at libraries and stuff, and she's in communication with the Ponte. There's 3 aliens living in the Sandias. She also told me that the Sandias, right behind where I live by these mountains, that there are not extraterrestrials, but there are big feet living in the Sandia. And you guys know me. I'm a jokester. I'm sorry, not sorry. I think laughter can help us survive. I think laughter is a form of survival in medicine, or you might look at it. But so we got like a funny thing at the end to show. But this definitely put me more on the yes of Bigfoot, which was exciting for me. Let's play the rest. Let's just look at that footprint. This is the guy. That convinced me. He's like the leader. He's like the president of the UFO something or another, or the Sasquatch Society, I think it was. And really smart guy, bringing back a lot of different important stuff going on. And I mean, he was just talking in the interview, really solid information. David Paulides, yeah. Dorothy's got a good question. It's been a question on a lot of people's minds, so I'm just gonna address it real quick. Dorothy says, I have a feeling I'm not seeing half the chats here because there are 2 of them. Must be a way to meld them together. You know, I don't have, that's something I could try to figure out. But just basically doing, it's a vertical stream and it's a horizontal stream. So they're two different streams. And the thing is it has been bringing in like double the views by doing it that way. To meld them together, I could see it melded on, oh, I can. You ready, Dorothy? I have all the chats melded together, and I could show you that right here on the screen. I could show that right here on the screen. So, yeah, just I'll just have to mod it out. But yeah, let's play a little bit more.
Believes it's an ape, gorilla. The other school of thought is it's multidimensional.
There's a physical and a non-physical aspect to it.
You've got Bigfoot, you've got orbs, and I mean, the two go hand in hand.
You'll have a Bigfoot sighting and then a UFO sighting or vice versa.
There is high strangeness attached to almost every meaningful Bigfoot encounter.
We started tracking this creature. The tracks disappear.
And right, this is when like multi-dimensional stuff comes in. Here's Bigfoot Rob in it to win it. Yeah, man, I love the new logo. That is cool, by the way. Cool new logo. And since we're talking about Bigfoot, we're going to jump over to our favorite Bigfoot channel, mine, which is Bigfoot Michigan Rob. And thankfully, the Bigfoot community didn't, that they're nice. I think it's legal to be funny in the Bigfoot community, actually, because they didn't cancel me when I made my joke. So I think you can. I think you are allowed to, to be funny in the Bigfoot community. I think it's more the UFO community that's not. They're not funny. They're UFO communities. It's true. The Bigfoot community is way more chill. Way more chill. Oh, while we're looking at him, this guy's the paranormal ranger. He's also New Mexican. He's a police officer, a ranger that was working, in the Navajo res. So Bigfoot has been seen. There were a lot of Bigfoot encounters. There was one lady who, I think she was a forest ranger as well, and she saw the Bigfoot all the time. A lot of the missing 411 people, the missing people that go missing in the woods. So many people go missing in the woods. That's always a discussion, is it not? Yeah. Yep. So we love the Bigfoot community here.
Some people know some things that they don't want other people to know.
See, there's Tim. I guess he was in it.
It's pretty surprising.
So Tim Burgett was in it.
It's pretty surprising what we found. Skinwalker Ranch. Research on orbs, Bigfoot.
There were unusual creatures on Skinwalker Ranch.
Okay. There were unusual creatures.
There's a lot of information that doesn't get talked about. The paranormal things that no ape could certainly do.
If you're out to solve the problem, you're going to have to know all aspects of it.
I saw Sasquatch and it vanished into thin air.
Through the night vision, seeing something completely different.
There's things out there we just don't see or understand. Has the ability to cloak. It rewrites history.
They were astonishing to see.
Right here.
Oh, God.
Wow. And while we're talking about Sasquatch, I'm probably going to show this. John Greenwald from Black Vault did a very huge deep dive on Sasquatch with some FOIA requests. Don't know how many of you guys knew that. FBI files about Bigfoot. And it claimed in this FBI file that they had a hair sample of Bigfoot, which will change your mind on things quite a bit, right? So basically, here is the document that John Greenwald, friend of the show, found. Maybe one day we'll get John on the show. We'll see once we're big and huge. But this is the document that John Greenwald sent, and he said he had questions, and they provided him with this. So if you don't think there's documentation about Bigfoot, there is. Dear Mr. Byrne, I received your letter of November. This is dated, what is this? It's December 15th, 1976. It's from Peter Byrne, the Bigfoot Information Center and Exhibit. Their text, yeah. And they said, Dear Mr. Byrne, I have received your letter of November 24th requesting an FBI laboratory analysis of 15 unidentified hairs and tissue. The FBI conducts examinations primarily of physical evidence of law enforcement agency in connection with criminal investigations, occasionally on a case-to-case basis in the interest of research and scientific inquiry. We make exceptions to this general policy. With this understanding, we will examine the hairs and tissue mentioned in your letter. They should also be submitted to the FBI Laboratory Scientific Analysis, J. Edgar Hoover Building. So they're taking it seriously in 1976. In 1976, they weren't just throwing away, not looking into Bigfoot. They say Bigfoot's interdimensional as well. What if Big Feet were like the evolutionary, awesome, like examples of humans that like reintegrated back to Earth? And then like, what if the Greys are the futuristic examples? The other, right? You could have the Greys and turning in. So are we going to evolve into Bigfoot? Do we want to evolve into Bigfoot, or do we want to evolve into the Greys? In my own opinion, if Bigfoot exists, they're in a breakaway civilization and they can grow whatever. They grow crops, they do horticulture, they don't leave anyone behind, they take care of their elderly, they take care of the children, they take care. Right? I think Bigfoot, if they exist, it's going to be like this awesome little Bigfoot village in my mind. Or that could be a really good movie plot for all of you creatives. But I would think it's of interest. Obviously, this was part of it. And they sent this to the FBI. Please understand that our research here is serious. Since your publication of the Washington Environmental, in which referred to such examinations, we received several inquiries. However, we have been able to locate any references. Lots of newspaper articles, lots of questions in 1976 about Bigfoot. Lots of questions. Let's get to the hair sample. It's a thing we don't talk about enough. Here's the hair sample. All right, this is the interesting visual I can offer you guys. Let's try to make it bigger. This is apparently, I mean, not apparently, confirmed by the government. However you want to look at that. Oh, it's not showing. Oh, share this tab instead. Oh my gosh, I was reading all this stuff and you couldn't even see it. I'm so sorry. This is the Bigfoot sample that was submitted to the FBI. This is the Bigfoot hair sample submitted to the FBI by, and here's the term, the Academy of, and this was released to John Greenwald. The circle on this is mind-blowing. Dear Mr. Cochran, thank you so much for sending us the analysis of the hair and the skin, which was sent to you. We are most appreciative of your work. And of that, Mr. Byrne is expected to be back from Nepal. There's the analysis. Recommendation, the attached letter. Bigfoot information, purpose. Okay, the hairs were determined to be a member of the deer family. Yikes. Anyway, so just so you know, the breakdown of the analysis by the FBI about the Bigfoot hair samples sent by the Bigfoot Institution. But they could be lying. You know, all these disinformation campaigns, I don't know. But they did come to the determination that that Bigfoot sample that we saw. So let's watch a little bit more again of the, well, you know what, I'll show you guys Bigfoot Michigan law. Don't hate me, Bigfoot Michigan Rob, but I'm going to show my video again of when I saw the Bigfoot. Because like I said, out here, Sue Walker, and I'm sorry, you know, my fam here, you guys like laughter, and I like to laugh too. I love to laugh. Actually, I laugh too much. I get in trouble because I laugh. That's how much I laugh. So I hope I don't get in trouble here with you guys. I don't think I will. Like I said, I don't know the secrets of the universe. Did Black Vault say that it was a deer? Yeah, Black Vault did say that it was a deer. Okay. Or that the FBI said that. So here's my little joke. Go. This is my little video of me messing around in the Sandias. Right. But I think Bigfoot could be real. I don't think that's crazy. So we're out here. We just saw a Bigfoot. We got it on camera. We got it on footage. This is giving explicit permission to the New York Post, to the New York Times, all YouTubers and content creators. You are free to use our Bigfoot footage. I think I hear him. I think everyone over here, they're saying that they saw him last week out here. And I think they might be right. I think they're around here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. They're here somewhere. We're Bigfoot hunting. We're here. We're here. We're here. This is where I heard they were at. Shh. They're down here somewhere. I heard them. I heard them. I heard them down here the other day. Bigfoot Joe is down here. And he heard them. He heard them. What was that? What was that? What was that? Oh my gosh. What was that? No, wait, what? Ah! What was that? Oh, what is that? Oh, I think I got it on film. I think I got it on film. That we found out here in Bigfoot country, Sandia Mountains. Sandia Mountains are where the Ponti, an extraterrestrial race that lives in these mountains. It's also where Sue Walker is said the Bigfoot are here. They live here in a breakaway civilization. Oh man, I want to say thank you so much to the Bigfoot community for being so chill and kind and just, being chill and just, being able to laugh. So many of these UFO people cannot laugh. And that's how I get messages like, how dare you? Like, I was just joking and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I let it out here. But I do think there could be a possibility that these Bigfoot are rolling around. Like I said, if I think Bigfoot are real in any capacity, they've done a really good job hiding. Okay. That is one thing we can say. They have done a good job hiding, in my own opinion. They have hid very, 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 very well. And if they are capable of hiding that well, dude, they have their own thing going on. And they don't want to be part of us. They don't want to be around us. They don't want to interact with us. They've come to their decision. Maybe they're so intelligent. And this is kind of the Sue Walker perspective, because she said the Ponti are living in the. I was in the Sandias where the Ponti live, where the Ponti and the Bigfoot live. That was real. That was real Sasquatch country. I don't take you guys to fake Sasquatch country. No, real. We've interviewed someone who's psychically communicated with the Bigfoot living in the Sandias. Here we go. This one's for all you out there living it up, loving life. Congratulations. Welcome. You've come to the place where we live life, and we're happy to be alive. Zach says, good to see you, Zach. How dare you? I'm sorry. I love the Bigfoot community because they're chill. I know I won't get an email from someone being like, I can't believe you said that about the Bigfoot community. How dare you think? I would if it was the UFO community, let me tell you. Whoa. Be careful what you say. You know, don't say something's a SpaceX rocket. We learned that real quick, right? Jeez. Sorry. I stated a fact. They get very upset with fact-based information sometimes in the UFO community. All right, we're going to watch this amazing trailer once more. Go check it out. It's going to be a good thing. We got the link. I got the link down below so that you guys can definitely go and watch that. I'll put the link in the chat as well. We got this going on. We got this going on. So, yeah, we're going to get that link going here. It's available on Vimeo. So, this is where you can check it out.
I've been a woodsman all my life, and then I've never been afraid of anything that's in the woods. But I am just a little bit afraid of these Bigfoots. When you go up there, you're in their backyard.
They have been here for a long time.
Oh, there you go. It's not simply some creature. There's two divergent thoughts on what Bigfoot is. One side believes it's an ape, gorilla. The other school of thought is it's multidimensional.
There's a physical and a non-physical aspect to it.
You've got Bigfoot, you've got orbs, and I mean, the two go hand in hand.
You'll have a Bigfoot sighting and then a UFO sighting or vice versa.
There is high strangeness attached to almost every meaningful Bigfoot encounter.
We started tracking this creature. The tracks disappear. They're gone.
Some people know some things that they don't want other people to know.
It's pretty surprising what we found. Skinwalker Ranch. Research on orbs, Bigfoot.
There were unusual creatures on Skinwalker Ranch.
There's a lot of information that doesn't get talked about. The paranormal things that no ape could certainly do.
If you're out to solve the problem, you're going to have to know all aspects of it.
I saw a Sasquatch and it vanished into thin air.
Through the night vision, seeing something completely different.
There's things out there we just don't see or understand. Has the ability to cloak.
It rewrites history. They were astonishing to see.
Right here.
Oh, God.
All right. So definitely go check that out. You know, we love the Bigfoot community here. We support the Bigfoot community. They're a very loving group of people that never hurt us. Always been supportive, always been cool. Bigfoot Rooster Rob, we got to figure out it. You got to come on the show. Rob, you got to come on the show. We got to get Rob on the show. That's one I would love to do. It's hard to find time. I'm just so you loved you doing the show 3 days a week, right? That was really fun. And just it's tough when you get all these things in life. But knock on wood. Yeah, we got to do it on this channel. I've been on yours. Now you have to come to mine. Knock on wood. We have an interview coming. This should be taking place and released 1 week from today, if everything goes smooth. I've been keeping the name top secret. Don't want to jinx it. Hey! We'll dance for that. We'll dance for that next. We're keeping it top secret. Good news is, I'll be re-releasing this with a thumbnail and all this stuff, just like a clip of this, so that we can promote the video and promote American Sasquatch and for everybody to go see it. And we will be dancing because 30 months is over 2.5 years. Yeah, so just that alone, the dancing will commence for sure very soon here. Just got to make sure we cover a couple things. Oh, see, we got I think it's longer than 2 years. I think you stopped for, but 2 years straight. You know what? I've been very misunderstood in the UFO community, not the Bigfoot community. We support the Bigfoot community. You guys have been good to me. Seriously. But for a long time in the UFO community, been very misunderstood by a lot of people in this community. But like I said, you guys understand me. You guys understand me. And for that, like, you guys like come in, Dorothy, John Stokes. Let's play the member appreciation, because we're going to do more appreciations for everybody who watches the show, supports the show, trying to make these animations. A lot of you who are a lot of people who have been members, the times haven't been updated and how long these people have been members, but this is my huge thank you. And guys, go to Nathan's show tonight. Go. I will be lurking. I lurk all the shows. And if you know me by Alien Girl, you rule. That was just a soul and a spirit, man. Like that was like I was just going through this phase in my life where I was like, you cannot. I felt like there was and I'm through it, I think, but it could come back like this crazy and hectic like that. But like it was really cool because I was going through this very like difficult time. COVID was very hard. A lot of different things were hard for me, and I felt like there was this giant boulder on me. And the show was my escape. The show was the one place I could go to have fun. And so every morning getting on the show was like, I am pushing back. Like, I'm not, like, you cannot have this boulder on me. I am not going to die. I am not going to let the flame go out. And we are going to push. So when you guys watched it was hot pink. That was the energy. That was the love. That was you keep trying to put me down world, and I'm not going to let you. So yeah, if you've been watching Alien Girl and you vibed with that, you definitely rule. Because you're a kick-ass individual that can push through hard times, because that is what Alien Girl 111 really was in a lot of ways, if you want to understand it. Best show going. You're the best show going. Get out. You guys know how much I love nice compliments. God bless the UFO. God bless the Bigfoot community. We need to shout. We need just to do more Bigfoot stuff, 100%. And it's already been an hour and 23 minutes. We're going to keep going, though. We're just going to be clipping what we just did later. Oh, no, we're not leaving. You have good. We're not going just yet. I'm having too much fun with you guys. I'm having too much fun. Because I want you guys to be excited about this interview. This will be premiered, like a 20-minute of whatever we just did and talked about American. So be on the lookout for a premiere later if you want to jump on, chat with the friends, have fun with the friends. Might be double streaming it on Twitter and a couple different things to promote American Sasquatch. Great flick. Go check it out. All the links, everything. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on everything. Yep, they reached out, which is very great connection. Love the company. It's pushing it out. Super good. Professional, just like we try to do here, putting 100% into the craft, 100% into being the most kick-ass UFO show I can make it. Not going to say the most kick-ass UFO channel on YouTube. That was an energy of you're not going to stop. That was just all right. Just like those early episodes are just, and that's what makes the documentary cool. So let's announce the winner. So we're finally here. We're going to be announcing the winner of the giveaway that we're going to probably dance out of here. Oh my gosh. It's like just even a week off of not doing the show. Like, I used to be so good, and like, it's hard. Getting good at like matching both of them and stuff, right? Okay, so we're gonna do the giveaway. I'm getting the info from the form, the Google form. We let ChatGPT pick. That is true. We do let ChatGPT pick this. It's true. So let's get these going. And I just thankful that you guys watched the show. It's kept me healthy. It's kept me thinking right, and just really, just really great times in this fam. So how many entries did we get today? We got, let me see here. We got 10, 20. That's good. All right. Here we go. Look at my screen name. We're going to be popping it into ChatGPT. Have ChatGPT create an image. And from there, that will be it. And then I'm going to drink more coffee. Announce the winner of this to my UFO live chat fam. Pick one person. Whew. And create one individual image with just their name, celebrating. Also, try to hone in on the winner's vibe. What should this image be based on the viewer you are choosing? Knows a lot. So this is what we're asking it. Go take it away for a second while it does this so you don't see all the names. And it's going to silently create real quick. So it gets confusing. Create it. Yeah, create it. This is why I love AI. Here we go. So once we know, I don't choose them. It's randomly chosen. I just think it's kind of cool that AI chooses it. Who won? It's getting it. Cosmic Cowboy Celebration. I think I know who won now. Bet it begins with Intergalactic, ends with Angler. I don't know. Don't get too excited, Intergalactic. Because you know how this AI takes. And then we're going to get out of here. Jeez, come on, AI. Oh, my God. How long does AI take? I know. Is GPT linked to the show, Amy? No, I don't have the GPT link to the show. But I do have my own GPTs here that I created myself. Jeez. Here we go. Congrats. Now you guys know how long this AI animation, I can't even pay it to go faster. I was like, maybe I could pay it to go faster. And I can't. You did. Intergalactic Angler won. There you go. I told you, a Cosmic Cowboy Celebration based on this specific viewer. So it's kind of cool, right? Let's see. You won. What a cool video. Look at the cool image it made for you. Look at that. Congratulations. I'll email you directly right after the show. And congratulations. Emailing you right now. And then we're going to dance out of here. Congrats. It's always cool. I love it being able to give cool stuff away. Right? Life's a beautiful gift. And I don't plan on wasting it. Make it count. Meet you at the clock. Right? Where did the image go? Just want to make sure you get the cool image. All right. It's probably going to attach it. Probably pop up so many dang things. Intergalactic Angler. All right. You won. Congrats. Yeah. And Canadian shipping. What's your phone? I'm a one-woman show, guys. I'm so sorry. All right. Congratulations, Intergalactic Angler. I'm happy for you. Very happy for you. It's a great, beautiful day. And we're getting out of here. It's time. It's time. I like playing a lot of music as we go out. I just like to. So we're going to start with maybe some old stuff. Sound good? What is this? Yeah. Here we go. How did you get here? How in the hell of the YouTube algorithm did you manage to find yourself here? Because we are broadcasting here live and alive in the middle of the desert. In the heart of alien country. Because one day, it is all going to come out. The bodies, the documents, and the craft. And they're gonna say, come on guys, you know what they're gonna say. They're gonna say that they always knew. And you're gonna say, no man, I knew. Because I was listening and talking to all of my UFO friends. And I was also talking to